Hello everybody and welcome to our quick preview, or not preview, but our quick look at the skills of our Harbingers of Agony. As said, every fifth or after every fifth episode we are going to take a look at the skills that I've chosen and how the development has gone so far. As you can see, we are at level 2 with our warbands. No, actually not. Actually we are. And let's first take a look at our leader. Kanor, our leader, is currently at level 2, and I focus with him so far on agility and toughness. I'm going to leave strength a little bit behind. Though we're at 7 agility, a lot of focus on intelligence. We got 13 out of 19 in order to increase. Well, sorry for that, I had to make a quick cut. I got a visitor at the door. Anyhow, we were just talking about the intelligence of the guys. In order to increase the damage output through magic and so on, I currently am focusing on this as well as on the leadership. For weapon skills, I'm not going into ranged weapons, so we are going for weapon skills and later on accuracy. Looking at the skills, I don't think... Well, actually I have given him the insult in order to reduce the enemy's melee resistance. Otherwise I have not gone for skills, even though I have 2 more points to go. I will need to look what's going to be next. With the spells, we just have the weapons of destruction. Also here I can still spend 2 points, which will be happening probably after the next run. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think I want to go for something that is causing damage. So the acid breath seems to be a good option for that. Or maybe just reducing the enemy's abilities of various stuff. But I have to take a closer look there as well myself and make my decision afterwards. There are some pretty nice stuff as well, damage from your guys, as well as reducing the enemy's skill points. Going further, we have our Skeletor, our hero mutant. His focus is, for me at least, well, it's increasing almost the same at all things. I think it's pretty important that he gets a lot of hit points and melee resistance, as well as the dodging chance to get higher. But I'm curious, I think it's depending very much on the mutations that he's going to get. So far he just got 1 mutation, which is the arm that got mutated, and he gets with that poison that reduces the stun resistance of the enemies by 5%. Looking at the mental skills, I will go mostly on intelligence and leadership. Leadership in order to avoid the all alone testing failure, and intelligence just to avoid stun. Weapon skills, I think that's rather obvious. It will be weapon skill itself and the accuracy as well. I consider hiring a second one for ballistic skill, but if they get the arm mutation, they are already not able anymore to use any ballistics. So, well, it's unlikely. I'm still considering it, but it's unlikely that I'm really going to do that. The problem is, I've been told that there are 4 or 5 different arm mutations, so it's 50% of the time it is an arm mutation. And looking at 4 mutations, or no, 3 mutations, 1, 2, 3 mutations in total, it's very, very likely that an arm mutation is part of it. So, unlikely that I will go there. I haven't given him any active skills so far, but I'm almost certain it's going to be one of the strength abilities that I will give him as first. And that would be then either the kidney strike, in order to get the whole thing started and increase more damage by that, to make it higher to hit, not the damage increase, but to make the melee resistance lower, and by that making it more likely for other guys to hit. Going on, we have Brent, our Marauder. He just joined, so there's not much we could do for the moment, but with him I will go into damage and strength and toughness. Also he will go into not into leadership, that makes no sense, into intelligence and alertness. Leadership he does not really need because of his perk of the last stand. He is immune to all alone, fear and everything around there. so it's not necessary, or at least not that important as other things. And then of course accuracy and weapon skill. For damage output, well, the active skills will be also one of these, maybe the strong blow, since his initiative will be lower than the one of Skeletor. He does need the kidney strike, but should go for higher damage output. Also, these are going to get pretty interesting. The weapon skill abilities, just because looking on the Web of Steel later on, and maybe the Onslaught. But we'll also see about that when it's about time for that. At the moment we are still lacking quite some money for skill points. Going on, we have Knarr. Well, with these guys it's rather obvious to me. Mostly I will focus on agility. Toughness will be the second skill. Agility so they can run fast away and just dodge everything. Here it will be not the leadership, because I will try to avoid getting them into combat anyhow, into close combat at least. But intelligence and alertness, and of course ballistics, will be maxed out first and accuracy afterwards. Now we're already at the skills, so skills, let's quickly open the ballistic one. I will get for sure a variety of these, just to decrease the enemy's abilities of various stuff. Hit chance, movement. The crippling shot reduces the offense points of the enemy, which is very important against impressive enemies, at least in my opinion, if you can hit them. The pinning shot to reduce movements, the advanced overshot, and the nerve shot, which is getting very, very important if you're fighting another opponent in PvP. So you can take out the various stances that they can use. Then we have Boltbird, or our Dark Soul. He is at the moment with the shield equipped, and therefore it will be strength, toughness. I do not mind that much about agility. Going here as well for intelligence and alertness, since they also have the perk, how is it, of the last stand. So they're immune to all alone, and therefore leadership is getting less important. And for damage output, weapon skill and accuracy, as you can see, the ballistic skill is basically not existent with them anyhow. And also with these guys, even though nothing invested by now, as I said before, because of lack of money, it will be strong blow, daredevil, and maybe overpower with one of them in order to make the enemy run away, or at least testing for running away. I haven't talked about passive skills, but in general I don't use them that much. Mostly with the ranged units, which I would show you though at the next one, which I forgot before. They will be secondary, I haven't thought about them so far. He probably gets the shield specialist in order to increase our parry stance. But we'll see about that. Now let's quickly check on the passive... No, great. Can't check on the passive skills with them. Check on the passive skills one more time, which is pretty important to get at some point, is the quick reload. Reducing the strategy points by 1 or later on by 2 if you master it is one of the best things you can have. You can shoot pretty often later on with that and still run around and everything. So this is going to be one of these items I take for sure, as well as the eagle eyes. Sharpshooter, might be, but it's only 4%, it's not that much. So I'm not sure about that, but quick reload, eagle eyes will be, I think, a must-have for my guys. Well, and that was it for that. We can still take a look at the veteran system, at the various skills. Here I've just chosen for the commander in mastery, so we have reduced costs. The haggler in order to get more from our sales. The explorer to have more options to choose from when we go on a mission. Merchant in order to get the sales events. And the healer to reduce costs for healing our guys. And I'm pretty happy with these skills. Well, getting every now and then, maybe by 10% chance, something from one of these guys. I don't think it's that important. I might consider getting these as well later on, but first going to master that. And I don't even know if you can get higher than level 10 with the veteran as well. Anyhow, that was a quick look at skills and some possibilities that I'm going for later. And the next one will be, again, a nice battle. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have some suggestions of where our guys should go, how to skill, what to use. And, well, see you then. Bye bye.